I remember we had a baseball field we played on, and I was on a really rot gut team called the Cubs. And a couple jerseys they accidentally wrote clubs on it, and it just so about 6 of the guys on our team were on the Cubs, the Playville Cubs, and we had about 3 or 4 guys on the Playville Clubs. And we would play on a field out there on the edge of town off of Highway 190 that had a slant. It had a gradient. I don't know if, there had been they might have been having gravity issues or something, or I'm not sure. This might have been during a sinkhole flare up. I'm not sure. Because that sinkholes, those things, dude, when Mother Earth has had too much to eat and that bitch belches, somebody's losing a fucking half a parking lot full of Honda Civics or something, she ain't afraid to digest anything. It could be somebody hitchhiking, somebody driving a Dodge Ram. Everybody is going straight into the Earth's core. But we played softball on this field. Not softball. It was regular ball, baseball. And man, I wasn't good at baseball, man. I remember asking the coach one time if we could put tape on the ball, duct tape, so that thing wouldn't come in. It wouldn't hit. It wouldn't be as hard when it hit the glove. So most of baseball was me hiding kind of whenever the good batters would get up, because I'm a daydreamer. I don't need a bed. I don't need a pillow to really create that ambiance. I got that Spielberg in me. I got that cerebral Spielberg. This shit it's going in my head. And so baseball and you can't daydream and do baseball. You cannot do it. Because you're out there and next thing you know, you fucking, that ball comes zinging at you. You'll lose an you'll pop your occipital. Dude, it'll hit you in the eye. One of your eyeballs roll right out your mouth. Like you're a Halloween game show. That shit can get tricky. But we played on a field when I was on the Cubs clubs that was at a slant. And dude, you would hit a grounder towards first base, and by the time it got to the outfield, it was along the third base line. It was just every ball. So the best player was out there on third base or in the left field. And I wasn't good at it, man. Because I would forget we were playing. I'd forget I was playing. Dude, I'd be out there way out in right field, picking stuff and eating it or trying stuff. I mean, I would not eat everything that I picked. I wasn't that boy. You always had that one creepy boy, just anything he find, he just slid it into his mouth. I mean, it could be anything. This dude, he put a damn snake in his mouth. Some of these guys, they'll babysit you finally get their jaws open and they're in there, they're having, a couple little oysters are in there doing conjugal visits and stuff. Some people will put anything under their tongue. Oh, but that field, man, it was so hard. Because if a ball went into the outfield and you got it, you had to run uphill. It was it was like a damn decathlon just trying to get the ball in. And sometimes you would throw it and it would come right back down the hill at you. You're like, gee, well. And then at the far left field, it sloped that way. It sloped out. Dude, one guy hit it. This one fella, Mikey Donna, wore, and he was, my God, this guy, he was, I mean, he must have came out of the womb with a, he must have came out of the womb with with capability. And capability is when you're not, when you can do something. Have you ever done anything? Well, that's capability right there. And this boy just had all the athletic capability, and he would hit that ball. And we went to get it. It went over the deep, off the edge, deep field. And dude, it took you, sometimes I remember getting a ball and coming up the hill off the deep end. And by the time I got up there, the game had been over for about 40 minutes. Everybody's just knuckle deep eating snow cones, and some of the parents are over there, complaining about their spouses or whatever. This one lady would cry every time we won. Like, bitch, you don't even have a kid on the team. Okay, you just out here lurking. This lady would creep us out, dude. She'd be crying. Somebody would hit a damn double, and she would start crying. Like, jeepers. And she had a Don Mattingly tattoo on her ribs. But she was beautiful, though. I will say that. She had a certain beauty about her. There's something very American about it when somebody hits a damn double and a lady starts crying just a few feet away. There's something, hell, I don't even know. It's almost like, it's like that movie, it's the way I feel when I watch that movie Cinderella Man. My heaven. That thing will fucking get me, bro. Cinderella Man. What's going on? Good to see you. Happy November 18. And it is the year 2019. 2019. And we are living it. We are living through time. I was thinking about that this weekend, how time is just such a, you can't stop it. I mean, it's kind of like it's the LeBron James of mediums. This bitch is going. And sometimes I realize I'm like, hey, time. I'm over here, hold it up. But time ain't fucking with you, boy. Time ain't fucking with you. You little assholes out here on that lopsided field. Get your shit together. I can't believe our town would do all of that. Just really. And they had regular fields. I think they had a couple parents out there like seeing the children struggle. And you'd have some kids, dude, they play baseball so much they would grow into genetically, even one of their legs almost had a little bit more reach on it. They'd be a little bit more right-legged. Or you'd see some of the coaches out there would measure that right leg on you during practices and stuff, because see who would be able to get the best angles based on the field. And it's weird when carpentry kind of comes into a baseball. When you got a damn subcontractor out there playing on the, as the third base coach. It just gets a little kind of obtuse. Well, thanks for watching that video right there. That was a beautiful little segment, I think. But of course, I'm partisan to myself. But you can move on to another video right now. You could check on this video or on this video. That's two different options. And you can also subscribe to the channel. Check on a new video. Subscribe to the channel. Check, subscribe, check, subscribe.